Hey everyone, and welcome back. Alright, the Spider-Man brand New Day trailer is finally here. And I'm not even joking, this might be one of the most important Spider-Man trailers we've ever seen. Because hidden inside this trailer are some huge details that completely change where this story's going. So here are 5 things you might have missed. Number 1. Peter Parker is completely alone. First up, and honestly, this is the most important one. Peter Parker is completely alone. And I don't just mean emotionally, I mean literally. After the events of Spider-Man, No Way Home, the entire world has forgotten who Peter Parker is. That includes MJ, Ned, Happy, everyone. And the trailer really leans into this. You can feel it in the tone, the darker lighting, the quieter moments. Even the way Spider-Man is swinging through the city. It feels isolated. There's no Iron Man support system anymore. No Avengers backup. No friends. This is the first time in the MCU where Spider-Man is truly on his own. Just like in the comics. And honestly, that's what makes this version of Spider-Man so interesting. Number 2. Spider-Man has been making a lot of enemies. Now the second thing you might have missed. Spider-Man has made a lot of enemies since we last saw him. We see Boomerang, Tarantula, and finally Scorpion. And we know Tombstone is in the film as well. This means Spider-Man has been very active since we last saw him at the end of No Way Home. He has probably fought most of these villains in that time. And I don't just mean classic villains. In the trailer, we see him being chased by what looks like a full group of trained fighters. Possibly the Hand or some kind of organised faction. But then it gets even bigger. Because the Punisher shows up. And that completely changes the game. The Punisher doesn't care about morals. He doesn't care about lines. If he sees Spider-Man as a threat, or if Spider-Man gets in his way, he will take him out. But I think it is more likely that Frank and Peter end up helping each other and fighting crime together. So what this trailer is really telling us is that Peter isn't just fighting villains anymore. He's being hunted. By criminals, by vigilantes, and possibly even by the government. Number 3. Bruce Banner is going to help Peter. And then we get one of the coolest things in the entire trailer. Bruce Banner. Now this is huge. Because Banner isn't just a scientist. He's someone who understands transformation, mutation, and losing control. And the way this scene is set up, it looks like Peter has gone to him for help. Which raises a big question. What is happening to Spider-Man? Because if Peter is going to Bruce Banner, something is seriously wrong. This could mean Peter's powers are evolving, or even becoming unstable. And that leads perfectly into the next point. Number 4. Mind control and damage control. This is where things get really interesting. There are clear hints in the trailer that something bigger is going on behind the scenes. We see strange behaviour, coordinated attacks, and what looks like people acting under some kind of control. This could be mind control. Even though she is not in the trailer much, this could be Sadie Sink's character, possibly Jean Grey. And if that's true, it could explain how Spider-Man is suddenly being targeted by anyone. But then you also have the Department of Damage Control. Now we've seen them before. But here, they feel way more aggressive. Almost like they're actively hunting people with powers. And this could be the MCU's way of introducing mutants properly. Because if Damage Control is rounding up enhanced individuals, that opens the door to a much bigger storyline. Not just Spider-Man, but the entire future of the MCU. Number 5. Peter is turning into Man-Spider. And finally, this might be the craziest thing in the entire trailer. Peter might be turning into Man-Spider. Now if you don't know, in the comics, Man-Spider is a version of Peter where his mutation goes too far. And he literally starts becoming more spider than human. And there are subtle hints of this in the trailer. The way he's moving, the way his body language changes, even the fact he's going to Bruce Banner for help. It all points to something going wrong. And if this is true, this wouldn't just be a Spider-Man movie. This would be a full transformation story, a horror-style evolution of Spider-Man, where Peter is slowly losing control of himself. And honestly, that would be insane. So yeah, this trailer is packed with details. A completely isolated Peter Parker. New enemies everywhere. Bruce Banner stepping in. A possible mutant setup. And even the chance of Man-Spider. This movie feels like a full reset for Spider-Man, but also the start of something much bigger. Let me know what you think, and which of these you're most excited for, because this one could be special. Thank you, and goodbye.